What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel today, and we are back on Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed for the final of the Golden Era tournaments. That's right. We still have the Classic Club races to do, but we will start with those next week for part, 16? I think this is 15. But first of all, we have to finish this up. We have to finish the 911 Turbo Challenge, the 6th and final tournament of the Golden Era. I think I might have said the Classic Era. I meant the Golden Era. Anyways, we have 4 races today. Normandie's own Industrielle, Pyrenees, and Schwarzwald. We can drive either the 75 3.0 or the 78 3.3 liter 911 turbo. We're going to drive the 3.3. We already own it. We already own both, in fact. However, because it launches us forward to 1988, because of how the progression of this game works, there are some other new cars we need to go get because we're trying to get one of everything, if you remember correctly. So we already own a 944 coupe. We bought that a couple of episodes ago, drove it last time out to much struggle for a little while. But there is a new S coupe and then a turbo S coupe that came out recently. And then we have the big boy, the 959, which I think was downloadable content when this game originally came out that I didn't have. But obviously, whatever version of this that I'm using to play this has the 959 regardless. So we do need to purchase one of those. We'll start with the 944S coupe from 1987. We'll get in purple, of course. $60,000, not too terribly bad. Not cheap by any means, but the Turbo S Coupe is $99,800, which is absurd even in 1988. That's an insane amount of money as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm way off the mark, but that seems like a ton of money. I guess it was a Porsche turbo car, but still, we'll buy one of those. And I did have to do some grinding for this. $600,000 for a 959, which is absolutely ridiculous, and nobody got this car in purple. I'm quite confident in that, but it looks kind of crazy because I don't think this was an original piece of content in the game. Maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know, but I remember I did not have this car in the version that I had and I played when I was a kid, but we have it here today, so I'm happy with that. But again, I'd have to grind up to like $1 million so I could pay the $600,000 to have this car, but purchase success. All right, so we're down to 300 grand. But we are going to hop into our 3.3 coupe, the 1978, and we are going to go into race info and start this puppy out at Normandie, and we'll just, again, as usual, do them in order. So we are ready to rock and roll. 4 races here today. Hopefully they're fun. Hopefully they go pretty well. Hopefully we're not completely out to lunch with our car choice. But yeah, I have no idea how this, so we'll see how it goes. There's our ridiculous looking character as usual. And we are into the 930 Porsche Turbo, the Widowmaker. Pretty widely regarded as the hardest car to drive on this game, and it understeers like a boat. And I'm assuming we're going to have massive off-throttle oversteers. I'm just going to run right in the back of Backlash for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We don't seem to be mega fast. Oh, it's very hard to drive. Very hard. Nice and patient here. We got a long way to go. Long race, so... Oh, this car is so hard to drive, I swear. I knew it would be. It has a reputation for that, not in this game and in real life, obviously, but we're going to have to be nice and patient here. Today might be the first day we don't take the infield shortcutty bit through the end of this lap, just because I think that trying to brake for that corner might kill me, so. Very difficult car to drive here. That's part of what makes it fun, but it's also very, very difficult, so. Oh, look at that. Every time you're off throttle, every time you touch the brakes, the thing just gets unbelievably, not just sideways, but unhappy with you. So we go power off down the hill up in the 4th position. Dylan appears to be gone at the front of this. We are not catching him today, as I'm going to run right into the wall there for no reason whatsoever. Car is super difficult to drive, at least quickly, and the chances of me making no mistakes in this are going to be very low. So I just kind of want to survive this. Especially this first race starting from the back here. Survival would be a good day. If we can get to 2nd, great. Otherwise, we just gotta get through this first race. Definitely gotta get top 3, but we'll see how we do here. I'd like to go get Paris, excuse me. That was not very good English. We'll go around the outside here of Mr. Steele. Not sure if this is going to pay off or not. I have no idea. Hopefully it will, just because I think it's going to be a little smoother and safer for me personally to go out here at 130. But I don't know, so we'll see. Maybe we'll really make time doing this. Maybe we'll lose time. I don't know. Somehow that was no damage. Really pitched the car into the corner there. We're going to come up behind Pyrenees, right in front of Steele, fortunately, so we're still in P3. Not sure we'll be able to catch Pyrenees here today unless he slows up like that for a couple more corners. Then we have a chance right at the end, perhaps. Dylan's gone. We're not catching him today. We only really have like one more corner here to get Pyrenees, so we have to be clever. That was too aggressive. Don't hit the wall, please. If he breaks for this corner here, maybe. Oh, just touched the wall. We survived, but I don't think we're going to get the spot here. Unless he breaks for some reason, which I don't think he will. It's going to be tight. Third place. Well, that's unfortunate. Hard-fought battle, but solid third place coming from the back of the pack. We lose out by 0.06 of a second, so very, very tight. But we really got to get better because that was a very difficult race. Very hard car to drive. No safe bonus, of course, but that's going to be the least of our problems today because this is going to be probably the hardest tournament in terms of no mistakes of the whole thing. So not bad for damage. We'll take it. Doesn't really matter. Zone Industrial, super difficult, super, super tricky. I mean, these all are going to be. The car is very hard to drive. I can't say it enough, but we'll see how it goes. At least we're starting a little further forward, P3. I don't remember in the slightest how I got through this when I played this as a kid, because this is even difficult for me now to drive through, but we'll see how this goes. At least this track, again, not only do I like it a lot, but it's a little bit better combo with my driving skills and my handling preferences, but see if we can stick with Dylan. Obviously, we need to beat him here to make up one of the 2 points that we're down, and we need to beat him in the other 2 races as well. So if he does not end up second in one of these, that'd be a huge help, but we'll go blowing by him here early. No mistakes is going to be the key, especially in this race. Car is so unstable. I don't know if they did it on purpose for this game or if that's just like how they modeled this car or how it actually drove, but it is very deadly. It'll kill you at the the flick of the wrist, basically, which is terrifying to drive even on a keyboard where I'm perfectly safe in my own home, but very difficult to drive, very sketchy, and well earned the Widowmaker name, as there I go. Oh, yeah, that was not good. All right, let's try this one again, because that was not good. Can I not race that one again? Well, shit. All right, I don't know if I can race that one again now. How does that work? We were dead there. We were very dead, unfortunately. I do have to re-repair my car. Yeah, big time money fix, 8 grand. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. It's if as soon as it's gone, and you're dead. So we gotta start over again. We know we can get to the lead. I was trying too hard because I was trying to stay in front of Dylan because he was keeping up, but holy crap, is this difficult. You might spend all the money just trying to repair the car and get through this race, this tournament, but again, I really do think that I can do this, but it is very difficult, very tricky. Interesting, this time Pyrenees came into the shortcut with us. First time he went around the other side. We know Dylan's going to brake a little bit up here, so we'll try a dip to his right. Make it. Alright, up through there, good. Let's try this again. Let's not die here through the twisty bits, Justin. That would be wonderful. It's so difficult. It really is. I can't state it enough. If you've played this game, you know. If you haven't, believe me. Oh, almost snapped around there on us under braking, but thankfully we corralled it just before it snapped too far. We have the track position, we just gotta get through this. There's a big snap. Straight line braking, so critical. Do not want to brake with brake input, or excuse me, turn with brake input. You don't really want to throttle with turn input either, but we have to at some point. Hopefully we don't get too much air here and damage the car. No damage there, thankfully. We will jump into the right-hand shortcut, the trickier bit here for this upcoming. It's a big risk because it is very difficult to get through this section, but I think it's worth it mostly because we need all the time we can get. A little bit of a snap there, but we corralled it. Just gotta get through here smoothly. Easier said than done, obviously. We haven't actually come through here in this direction yet in this playthrough. I don't remember exactly where the shortcutty bit that I need to get into is. Right here it is. Oh, there it is. See, it just snaps like that, like crazy. I don't know why. It's just any break, you're done. I mean, I get that that's realistic to the car, but holy cow. It will snap on you very, very quickly, very dramatically, and very aggressively. So, thankfully, although we damaged the car pretty aggressively there, it's pretty broken. Thankfully, we survived, and the car is still driving straight. Hopefully, we can get through this race and hopefully get a victory so we don't have to do Zone Industrial again at least. But not a very big lead on Dylan. It is a lead. Not large or substantial by any means. Apologize, I'm not the talkiest person ever right now. I am actually really having to focus to drive this car. Fun and challenging, but it's very taxing for sure, to say the least. So, a couple more corners here. Just gotta keep being nice and straightforward, smooth. Again, we'll brake and coast here to make sure we stay on the ground. There's the finish line. We do survive Zone Industrial. Not the best time, and we do pick up significant damage once again. But we had to get through it. Now we gotta repair it. We're down to 1 point behind Dylan. I really wish we could have gotten second in that first race, but no matter. Again, no safe bonus. Decent time though. 1 point behind. Yikes. All right, repair bill again. Only 1,800. Could be a lot worse for sure. All right, we're on the Pyrenees. This is going to be a tricky track because it's not my best track, and then Schwarzwald is going to be very difficult. That's very, very technical. So it's definitely ramping up here. It's definitely a challenge for sure. We really need to get out ahead here so we can take our time and be on pace. All right, we're ready. All right, we're underway. Good start. Dylan heading into that shortcut, which may or may not be a shortcut. He looks like he might have been the only one, actually. Pyrenees is all sorts out of shape behind us and has a huge crash there, a huge moment. Actually takes Steele with him somewhat, but a massive crash there. It's actually probably going to save Dylan. So although we'll get through him into the lead, he will be able to maintain second from Pyrenees and Steele as they're messing around back there with each other. But Dylan maintains second. If we win this race, Dylan finishes second. Or I guess regardless of where he finishes, if he finishes 1 spot behind us, we will be tied on points with 1 race to go. Just having to be so freaking careful. It's, oh no, that's one of those where my keyboard stops working. I mentioned that in the last episode. Oh, this is gonna hurt. That sucks, because man, this damn, that's so frustrating. I know that that's just product of how this game is from this old, but damn, now we gotta spend another freaking $15,000 to fix the car just to do that again. That's $2,500. Could be worse. I just want to get through these 2 races and win, man. Like, that's all I want. I'm not asking too much, I don't think, and we're not gonna get so lucky as the Dylan giving us the free spot here by taking the shortcut this time. I don't know what was up with that. I've had that a couple times where it didn't quite register my steering input, or the keys stuck or got frozen or something. I don't know exactly how it's working. Again, we're trying to play a 2000s game, modern day, but just means we gotta do the work over again, right? Makes it fun, makes it interesting. So, God, there it is again. That it would not turn to the left there at all. I don't know if it's a key problem now or if it's something I'm not doing correctly. Thankfully, we didn't hit the wall that time. I recognized what was happening immediately. I apologize for having to keep redoing this, but something is very clearly wrong with either the keys or the car, or maybe both. I don't know. But we are going to get through this if it kills me. All right, come on, Justin. Let's go. If we can just get through this, I have confidence we can win it, but we have to get through it first. It's actually the best start we've had yet. Reese is actually going to be the one to take shortcut that time. Dylan appears to be at least a little bit faster in a straight line than we are. Jump to the inside here, get by. Kind of almost box him out there. Lock pass. All right, I really do think we can get through this and win if we can just get through this in one piece and without death. That would be the key, obviously. Very tricky track. The end of the track is very difficult, so we're going to have to be very careful. All right, let's have the keys work for us this time. That would be wonderful. Oh, ran right in the back of me. That's cool. Oh, and he's gone. Is he going to save it? Nope, he's spun, but he did reset himself, though. So he's going to get back going in 4th or 5th, perhaps, but that could be a game changer for the points. We have to obviously hold on and win this puppy, but he did lose some ground and some track position there. That could be a game changer. That was not intentional by me, I assure you, I promise, but I guess that's fortuitous. Holy crap. It was with good fortune. How about that? Oh man, this car's tricky. I enjoy the challenge, but when you're playing on the keypad, like keyboard keys, it's so hard because I'm used to on iRacing with the sim wheel. Even if something is tricky, you can use your hands and your feet and your pedal and steering wheel motion and movements to counteract that and make the best of it. You know, work around the, the lacking of whatever you're trying to get feeling in the car. Can't do that here on the keyboard. That doesn't really work quite in the same way. So this could be a very big point stay, though. We just gotta get through the end of this thing. Oh God, big twitch there. The cars get really wonky, I know, at high speed, just because the physics get a little bit tripped out sometimes. But over that crest there, it almost like landed and reloaded. We're gonna have a nice early lift there to make sure we don't fudge this corner up, because that's a very tricky one. Again, we only have about 5 or 6 corners to go here, but they're all tricky. The track is tricky. Oh, a little bit of a slide there, but we lived. It's just the whole thing, this whole car, this whole race is just hold your breath, honestly. Dylan trying to take away 4th position. I think that's going to be the highest he gets to, which would be a 2-point swing in our favor, right? 2 point, 3 point? Just coasting through here. 1 point, 2 point. So it must be a 3-point swing in our favor, which would put us 2 ahead going into the finale, which is actually good, because then we can just finish 1 behind him and we're all good. But we do survive the Pyrenees. We're on to Schwarzwald, probably the most difficult car track combo in the whole game, I would think. I can't think of anything harder than that, but we're going to have to go in there, but we're at least going to go in there with the points lead. So again, a little bit of good fortune with Dylan crashing, spinning out there. Gives us, again, keyboard's still doing weird things. We're a 2-point lead. We did get a safe bonus that time. Woohoo. But there you go. 7th best time, but we really need to still stay focused and turn our attention here to Schwarzwald, because this is going to be one heck of a battle here. So final race, race number 4. We have the buffer, we have the points cushion. We just have to capitalize on this, because we cannot mess this up. Thank goodness this is a daytime track. This place at night would be insane. And here we go. Final race, race number 4. We have a points lead over Dylan for the first time. We just got to get through this. We just cannot have any silly mistakes. Weird things happen. I think they'll give us a shot. Here comes Dylan right by us. We'll just let him go for now. Just got to focus on getting through this for now. Don't care about winning particularly. Just need to finish this off. Get out of here. Send it up the inside. A little bit of car contact. We'll save it. Nothing harmed there. No problems. I know there's time to be found at the end of the circuit here with some of the wider open spaces, so just gotta get through this middle section here and then we should be in okay shape. That was almost a disaster going over that ledge there. Understeery off throttle for sure. Oversteer on throttle, but you know, it's kind of a big weight transfer oversteer. It's not just throttle on oversteer. It's very peculiar handling. It's a lot of fun when it goes right. It's pretty terrifying, and that was really bad. I don't know what that was. Damn, Justin. I'm better than this, I think. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. All right, well, that sucked. Again, I apologize for all the resets in this. I am not trying to make this some big kerfuffle of me doing this a million times, but it is truly, well and truly, that difficult to drive. It is very, very hard to drive. So people that make this look easy on their playthroughs, props to you. I don't know if they're using wheels or what they're doing, gamepad controllers, but I'm struggling. I am not either talented enough to do this on a keyboard, or I'm just not talented enough at all. I don't know, but we can do this. I really think I can do this. Just gotta get through it. the snap there. You can just see it in the car. It's so unhappy. It's so on edge. It's really, truly terrifying to drive this car with any kind of pace. Trying to chase any kind of performance because it just does not like to do race car things. And I know that that's true to how it was in real life. Maybe a little bit exaggerated in this. I have no idea. But it truly does not like any part of this. Oh gosh, look at it. They're up on 2 wheels. Slide. Oh, it did the stop steering thing. Why did it do that? Why? Oh, Justin, stop raging. This is going to be the part of the video and the part of the episode and the part of the playthrough where I just start raging at this. It's not, I mean, it's the game's fault. It's not anybody's fault, but I'm so frustrated. This could be so straightforward and easy and fun. And instead, it's absolutely miserable because the game is like, I can't have nice things, but I've been terrible on both these starts here. Lost the lead, convincingly putting myself out of position both times. They gotta not do that. Looks like Dylan got a relatively poor start that time, so maybe they'll give us some breathing room here. Looks like it actually will. At least allows us to get through there with some gap. There we go, a little better. Oh, Justin. Come on, Justin, we can do this. I mean, other than the 9-1-4 and the 9-4-4 tournaments, this playthrough, I think, has been relatively straightforward. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun, nostalgic, obviously. But, I mean, things have gone, for the most part, pretty smoothly until today. This has been far and away the most difficult tournament, which makes sense, but yikes, I don't ever really want to drive this again, at least in a competition like this. If it's like one of those classic club races, perhaps, maybe. But I really do not enjoy having to wrestle this car around here. Thank goodness the only saving grace is this is the forward version of Schwarzwald, which I know a little bit better what to expect coming up, so I can kind of slow down for tricky bits if needed. If it was the reverse version, you're kind of seat of the pantsing it, because I don't exactly perfectly recall how the circuit goes. Dylan does follow us into this section, this route. I don't know if this is better or worse, but it's the route we got, so hey. Steele goes the other way. Paris also comes with us on this side. Car sliding all over the place. As expected on dirt. Come on, save it. Just a little wall touch, that's okay. We're good. Not intentional, but we'll take it. If that ruins our safe bonus, so be it. We just want to get out of here. Be done. Oh, it's so hard. I hate it so much. It's so difficult. I want to win, but I also just want to survive and get this over with. So if Dylan comes up here and has a big run of momentum on us, I think we'll probably just let him go. Now that we're this far around and have the lead and have a clean car and we're doing okay, if he wants to go ahead and win, he can pretty much be my guest. There we go, little village. Sharper turn than you think, so slow down nice and early. You can see Dylan back there in the mirror gaining ground. Getting to be right up behind us. This is where we may make a little bit of ground back if I can do this section right, where it kind of allows us to shortcut a little bit of the racetrack. Big old slide from me there, not perfect by any means, but we'll straight line this a little bit. The AI cars like to follow the road there. We will not do that, save us a couple of car lengths. We'll have a bridge coming up here in a couple corners with the nice beautiful waterfall. There we go, here's our waterfall on the right. Big old slide on entry. Still ahead, we're still good. We're okay. About 3 corners left. But I do have to survive them. One final big brake zone. Dylan's not going to be close enough unless I really flub this up. We did it. We lived. Thank you very much. Holy cow, not only was that difficult and tricky, it was also frustrating. But we did it. We made it. I'm alive. somehow, which is more than some people could say in the 70s and 80s driving this car. Well, we did it. Holy crap. Oh, big tournament bonus, 60 grand. I forgot about that. That's nice and helpful. You end up winning 3 races. Good amount of money there, especially since we don't have to buy a car, I don't think. Ooh, video coming up. Just be aware of that. We do have the video coming up. I don't remember if, I guess we didn't do the classic thing. So sound warning here, and then we'll sort it out after we're done. So here we go. That's fancy. You're in a test. All right, modern era on the way, but first we have the 935 trophy, which will be, again, a couple laps. 5-lap race around one of the Monte Carlos again. But that'll be the next episode, and then from there we will sort out what the club race deal is. I don't know if I can still do I assume I can still do those. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to still do those, but either way, we'll have the 935 trophy to Moby Dick next time out, and that'll be that. Another short race, kind of like the 550 tournament several episodes ago. And after that, we'll sort out what comes next. So we will call that here, and next time out, you see this beauty hopefully be parked in our garage. So that's going to be it. Make sure to drop that like, sub down below if you're new. Don't want you to miss any action from Porsche Unleashed, iRacing, Camaro content, track day content, anything else I may do. That was a tricky one, a frustrating one, but we managed to make it and survive. So we'll take that as a win any day of the week. That's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye.